can be anything.
Welcome back to part 2 of this week's bonus stage. Let's cut to the chase. Prototype is a very good game, but it's not perfect.
Okay, Prototype is for the 360, the PC and the PS3 and is an extremely fast-paced, open-world, sandbox, third-person game set in the island of Manhattan during a virus outbreak. You play as Alex Mercer, who wakes up with extraordinary abilities and no clue as to how he got them. He sets out to find answers from the military who have occupied and quarantined Manhattan.
Yep, the narrative exposition is progressed through Alex's ability to consume other living beings and attaining their memories. The flashback sequences are told in gritty photographs, filtered video clips, and voiceovers of the victims. The memories will be just one piece of the puzzle of what is called the web of intrigue, eventually revealing how Alex got his powers. Complete the web of intrigue and there's an achievement or trophy for you.
Now, without giving too much away, Alex realizes he's a prototype of a military experiment. And in his quest for answers and revenge, he finds himself at war between two factions, the military and the infected. The military consists of regular soldiers and special forces who wield machine guns, grenades, rocket launchers, as well as pilot tanks and helicopters. While the infected consists of zombies, the hunters, leader hunters and supreme hunters, which are more powerful variations of the hunter. Right? Regular hunters, they are manageable alone but usually attack in packs and almost as strong and agile as quick as Alex.
Worthy opponent. Now the currency in the game is evolution points which Alex absorbs from fallen victims. These EPs can be used to buy new powers and upgrades, making Alex stronger and more versatile. Alex navigates the city of Manhattan by way of adaptive parkour, which makes him a super free runner, leaping buildings in a single bound, gliding over rooftops, and lunging power with super speed.
Now we would like to invite STOMP editor and tech and gaming aficionado Viming to give us his opinions.
So there we have Viming, beautiful. He suddenly appeared.
Is he beautiful?
Nowhere. Yes, he's beautiful.
No thanks.
This is bromances going on the bonus stage.
Yeah.
But anyway, Viming, let's talk about story, prototype. Now, the amnesiac protagonist intertwined in a military conspiracy amidst a zombie apocalypse. Is it a familiar movie-like premise or an overdone narrative?
Come on, it's really overdone.
Why is it overdone? Okay, we break it down, okay? We have amnesiac protagonist. How many games out there have used the amnesiac protagonist through his
Alone in the
demons?
Dark, was he amnesiac?
Yes, you're right.
Bioshock, yeah.
Alone in the Dark.
But you know where I'm coming from, right? So
Yeah, I know.
it's
It seems cliched. It seems a little bit too familiar. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to the military conspiracy in games. I know Half-Life has done the military conspiracy.
Half-Life is the most prominent example in the last few years, but
The third part of this, I don't know, this maybe cliched narrative is the zombie
Zombie
apocalypse.
infestation.
Zombies are apparently like the flavor of the month,
Exactly.
like Left 4 Dead and all that. They all have all these zombie-like themes and, you know.
What are the games? Zombies versus, you were saying zombies versus...
plants,
Zombies versus
little
plants.
cute game,
Yep.
little cute, what's that?
It's like
It's a
top-down.
tower defense.
Tower defense
Yeah,
game.
tower
We
defense.
have Dead Rising, you know, we have Shell Shock 2, we have Call of Duty World at War, has you unlock this versus zombies mode.
Yep.
So zombies is the flavor of the month.
Definitely overdone.
So yeah, it is overdone.
So you take 3 overdone pieces and you
Yeah.
put them together. That doesn't make it fresh, any fresher.
Okay, but I think that I think what differentiates, so to speak, is more like the gameplay and the fast pace of the
yes.
fast pace of the game and all
That I agree.
And I think I think it's just a very convenient hole in which to start the plot from.
I think the pacing is good. What do you think about the pacing of the story?
Pacing wise, I love the fact that they throw you at the deep end, and you know the first part of the game, the prognosis was like just crazy.
Yeah.
It totally blew my mind, and really I had to take a break after playing that segment. This game really started off with a literal bang. Actually,
Yeah.
you'd be squaring off against tanks, attack choppers, and in the middle of Times Square where it's zombies all around and tons of things are moving around at the
Okay.
same time.
That's good. Let's move on to graphics now. Below average graphics make for fast-paced action with good frame rate. Now, is it a good idea or is it shoddy work in part of?
I think it's a necessary evil as
Yeah.
well because because there's so many objects and independent objects moving around at the same time. Things throwing about. I think they made a good choice in sacrificing some detail for that,
Performance, yeah.
Performance.
See, I don't think there's any excuse because there's a lot of open world games out there like Fallout 3 and like GTA 4, and they have good frame rate and above average to really good graphics. Crackdown was released, and even though it's cel-shaded, good frame rate, open world, so I don't think Prototype has any excuse to have bad graphics.
But I thought, just from the number, I'm just blown away by the number of things that's happening on screen at the same time.
Because you rather have like a good game and good gameplay than, you know, something that you can just take a still shot and put as your wallpaper on your laptop, you know, or something.
Beautiful. Like, okay, let's talk about gameplay. Now, varied powers and quick upgrading. Are there too many things to do, or options always good for the player?
Options are always good, and they are introduced at a gradual pace. They don't. I mean, of course, you start off at first with everything, but it was still very much a guided kind of tour.
Yeah.
But the pacing wise, the powers that are introduced, they are introduced gradually.
I think the pacing is blistering, man. From the start to end, you're always given new powers. Almost every hour, you can get at least one upgrade on one new power, all the way till the end of the game. And I just feel there's a lot to do. I'm a guy that likes options, but there's just too much powers to sort of like
sometimes
focus and on.
there's no real need to use all of them.
Yep.
Yeah. You kind of settle into some favorites that always work. Although I understand that in certain boss fights, your usual strategy, you might need to tailor your strategy to that particular boss.
Okay, I like that. Quick score from right to left, out of 10.
7.10.
7 out of 10.
Overall, yeah, 7.5. I would give it a 7.5.
I'm giving it an 8.5 out of 10, man. I like the game. I don't know what's wrong with you
fanboy.
guys. I'm not a fanboy. It's on all platforms. Okay, there you have it. Thank you for joining us, Viming. Now let us know what you think, and we hope we've made your gaming purchase choice easier.
That's right.